Well, it happened again, y'all. My phone cut off again because my sister was dogging my phone. Do you know she called me 7 times because I had took my sister this some yogurt and she wanted some, so she gonna call me 7 times about yogurt. See what I'm talking about? Crazy. It's crazy. They so used to getting what they want. You know, I got 2 twin sisters, so they used to getting what they want, so they don't believe in, oh, he gonna call me back, oh, he gonna answer the phone. You know, that's how they get. But so I could start off where I left off. I know I left off about saying that they were destroying the city, and I remember telling my wife, I told you so, like that. So they're moving they're in a straight line, one behind another, and they're just moving slowly, destroying everything. And they get to where we're at. Now where we're at, it's a nice little, you know, nice area, like a cul-de-sac, right? Houses are separated, no houses are joined to each other, because in Philly a lot of houses are joined to each other. And all I know is it's going down. So now they're like almost right over top of us, the first line. So we're scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. And it's boom, 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 boom. You see these big Jones hitting the ground, like the lawn right in front of us. So you got a lawn out front, and you got the, you know, on the side, but on the side it goes down, you know, like almost about 4.5, 5 feet down on a hill, probably a little more. So the front lawn and the side lawn, you just see these big giant balls of fire hitting the dirt. Boom, 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 and all the houses getting tore up. I mean, some of them ain't even there no more. You hear people screaming, babies crying. I saw a lady running with a half of a child. Well, she was white though, but she had half of her baby. He had a leg left, a half of, and like his whole stomach and chest was gone. Listen, when I tell you, it was like, I'm like, oh my God. And she's running with this baby. So they pass us. Now we all in the corner balled up like sardines, scared, right? So they pass us. The house did not get touched. Not one rock hit that house, right? And the way they went over, they had, it would have to hit it. It was just, it's no way, right? So not one rock, not one thing of that goo or lava stuff, nothing touched the house. So then I'm looking outside, and there are those big giant rocks outside. It's some big, some small. They outside, but they on fire. So I didn't want like the house to burn up or something. So I tell my wife, come on, come on, we go outside, put them out. So when I get outside, right, I run to this big giant one. It was like the size of like a panel truck. So I get outside to it, and I look. So you ever went to a rock that's been in the dirt and it's sticking out for a long time? It looked like it was made into the dirt. So this boulder that's burning was in the dirt. Now I know it just fell in the dirt because it would have an impact crater, right? There was no dirt thrown around. It didn't look like it dropped out of the sky. It looked like it was placed there. Then the grass that was around it was tight to it, like it's been there forever. This thing was burning on fire. Not one blade of grass burnt. Not one. So I'm like, I ran out there with a water hose. The water just was turning into, the water was like feeding the fire. The water didn't do nothing. You pour the water on there, and it just didn't seem like the water would kill it. It just didn't do nothing. Put it that way. It was like it was just absorbing the water. So I'm tripping. I'm like, what's going on, right? But I'm still doing it. But that's in my mind. So then I hear this voice. It's a male voice. Call my name. This voice was so powerful. Like this voice I don't have the word to explain the power of this voice. It was a male voice. And he called me. It was so strong, I dropped down on my stomach, like laid flat, because it scared the break. Like, you got to think about it. Usually when you hear something boom or or you'll bend down like in a running motion, like you're ready to run. This jaw made me drop flat. Like I'm looking like, oh God. And I knew who it was, and I answered like yes, like, but I was scared. My wife didn't hear it. My wife looking at me like, what's wrong with you? And she see me looking up and around scared. I was shaking and everything, right? So he told me, oh wait, whoa, I messed up. I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm out there, I go out there, and I skipped the whole part. So we're about to go outside and we went outside to water the boulders. Well, not water them, try to put them out. And you know, that's when we observed this stuff with the grass. And as I'm doing it, there's people coming out of what's left of the city. All our people coming out of there. Ain't seen not one, like, European person, not one. I'm not sure, but I didn't see one. I don't really know. But I know I seen a bunch of us. But it was one man leading them, and he had a suit on. He looked like a church pastor. That's what he looked like. So they're coming towards us. So I said, wow, somebody survived it. So I tell her, listen, take them downstairs, you know, give them some water and stuff like that, right? So she go take them downstairs, and they're downstairs. So that's now we're gonna get to the part where I hear the voice. So I'm watering, trying to get the boulders out, and I start hearing music, like singing and clapping. So when I turn around and look at my wife to say, what is that? Or what are they doing? That's when the voice came. And it made me fall flat on my stomach. Like I was scared, right? And I was shaking, like my whole body was trembling. And it was a shaking that I couldn't control, put it that way. And my heart was beating like at 1,000,000 paces because that voice I never heard nothing that loud in my life. I've never heard nothing that loud. I mean, and I guarantee it was louder than a bomb. It was loud, right? And it had like frequency to it. So it was like, you know how you hear water rush up like a wave, hit a bank, and it's like like that rumbling. It was like that, but I can't describe it, yo. So it had resonance to it. Put it that way, right? So I'm dropped down, I'm scared, and he called my name. Then he said, go stop them before I kill all of y'all. Just straight like that. No, go stop them from what they doing. He said, go stop them before I kill all of y'all. Just like that. Listen, jump up. I book it in there. She running behind me. She don't know why, but she just following me, right? Yeah, this wife in this dream, she was submissive because my wife ain't submissive at all. That woman will stand up to you and try to, you really think that's a man. You really, yeah, one of them type women. That's why I'm where I'm at. But besides that, so I run in there. They in there singing Jesus praise songs. So I yell at them real loud. Stop! What the y'all doing? I was cursing. I'm not gonna lie. I was cussing at them. So a lady came over to me, a little older lady. She said, we gotta praise you know who for what he saved us. I said, who? So she said the boy, you know, Jesus or whatever, or Jesus or Thoth or Zeus or Hesus, the son of Zeus. It's a lot of names. Allah, Buddha, you know, all those religious names. Krishna, all those. They all the same. So I said, well, where is he? But I shouldn't have did that because I told her to call him. I said, if he here, call him. And they started doing that Holy Ghost stuff. And this is the thing. When they started doing it, the minister guy, so when they started doing it, I got real mad. Like I picked up a chair and I slammed it. And I said, y'all mother effers better stop. Like that's how I was talking to them. So they kind of like, everybody stopped and looked at me. But then the pastor guy started egging them on, like to make them keep doing it. You know, like tapping and stomping and stuff and dancing, doing that dumb stuff they do in them churches, right? So I'm like kind of, now I don't have control of it because he's like playing with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? So they got jumped back in it. So I guess the Most High said, I'm going to take care of it then. So as I'm kind of stuck on stupid looking at this happen in my house, you know, a little dot breaks through the ceiling. no smaller than the top of your fingernail. You can see it. All you see is the light coming boop, right through. And you see a little rock that was on fire fall on the top of the preacher's shoe. The preacher started burning, started catching on fire. But this is the bad part. He started burning slow. So this man is on fire, melting, screaming. While I'm watching his eye melt like butter running out of his face, his tongue. He's screaming, he's melting. He burns up. The only thing that's left is the print of his shoes. There's nothing, no trace that he was on fire. You look at the ceiling, there's no smoke, no nothing. You would never know this man was on fire. The only thing you would have known, he was standing there. I'm talking about the imprint in like carpet. You know how you press down carpet? That's all you saw. He was gone. So now everybody's scared, right? So now they like, well, oh God, we got to do something. This ain't Jesus. Like the lady said it. She was like, oh, this ain't him. Why would he kill us for praise? You see what I'm saying? So they got scared. And I'm not gonna lie, that scared the life out of me too. So I tell them we gotta repent. So I had some sackcloth. I think I do. I think they just put it on their head. I don't know how I did. It wasn't a lot. And, you know, I made them fast and we all like confessed our sins. Now, this is the thing, when we fast and we was repenting, I don't know how long we did it for. I don't know if it was for a day or 2 days. I don't know. The time just was like, you know, there wasn't no time as far as with this dream. So after that, he came in my head again, but this time it wasn't anger. He was talking like soft to me. So he told me, he said, gather them together and lead them. Well, follow me. That's what he said. He said, gather my people together and follow me. This is what he said to me in a dream. So I got everybody together. I don't know what I said to him. I just got them all together. So we walk out the house and we're walking, right? But before I got everybody together, I'm gonna tell you the dumb thing I said. So when he said, gather everybody together and follow me, I said, how? This is what I asked him. I asked the dumbest question in the world. Pretty much like, how I'm gonna follow you? So he repeated himself again. So I realized right there, shut up. Do what you said. Do what he said. So I get everybody together. So we're walking. I don't know how long we was walking. I don't know which direction we was walking. All I know is we were walking. So as we're walking, matter of fact, I'm sorry, when he said gather them together, everybody heard it. Everybody, yeah, because I remember when he called my name, everybody was looking around and he said it to me and everybody started looking at me. So that's how everybody got together. I'm sorry, y'all. So as we're walking, we get to this gate. It's like a farm gate. Pretty, it was blue, but it was pretty. It was that pretty blue I was telling you about. Beautiful blue. So we all stop at the gate, and I just had this urge to walk through it. So as I step and go to walk through the gate, it disappears. Now, when we all walk through, we get on the other side, he speaks to me again. He says, take these seeds that I gave you and plant and get a man from every, a man from every family to plant my seeds. I don't remember having those seeds, so I was like, plant what seeds? I looked down, they in my hand, a bag, right? Like a cloth bag though. I think it was like cotton or something like that. So now when he's saying this, it's ice everywhere. Like when we stepped over through that gate, the land that we stepped in was frozen. It was all ice everywhere, snow and ice everywhere. But it wasn't cold, you know? So when I look down in the bag, of course I see the ice in front of me and everything. So after I say what seeds and then I see the bag, then I look up and I was about to say about the ice. I said, well, how can we plant in ice? And I look and there's no ice. It was just dirt everywhere. And I'm like, what? What? So I distribute the seeds to every male of every family. We go plant all the seeds. Just so happened I'm the only one with the last seed, right? So I had the last seed. So when I plant the last seed, all these trees just shoot up out the ground. Everywhere. Trees, vines, all types of plants shoot up the ground fast. And so to show you the magnitude of the food, the abundance of food. And it's funny because Judah made a video about this. This is what made me want to tell y'all this dream. And I had this dream almost 3 years ago, I think. So let's say a peach tree. So you take a whole peach tree with all the fruit. That was one branch. That was one peach tree would make one branch on that tree. That's how much food it was. And then I woke up. And that was the dreams I had. The other one, I can't remember. But also, while we was walking, they were calling me a name. And I don't remember the name that they were calling me. They were calling me something. But I don't know what they were calling me. I can't remember it. But this I'm just telling y'all, this is my dream. I'm not saying this, I'm that. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm telling y'all this is my dream. This is the dream I had. And I was being called a name. That's all I'm telling y'all. So I don't want nobody getting on here talking about, oh, you think. No, I didn't say that. I'm telling you, this is my dream. That's all I'm telling you. I don't want to sit there and make myself or try to be something I'm not. I never was that type of person. I don't want to be something I'm not. I want to be me. That's how I always been. So I don't need no guys getting on here talking stupid or saying dumb stuff out your mouth. I just don't want to hear it, you know, because it's getting irritating now. Like a lot of comments I read, and it's bad because the women don't get up here and do that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just bring this down because my hand's starting to hurt. Ow. The women don't get up here and do that, but the men, it's the men. The men get up here and they talk crazy. You know, they say the craziest stuff out their mouth to us or to their brothers or whatever, instead of, you know, just trying to. If you feel that somebody's saying something wrong, just all you got to do is say, well, you know, I don't know about that brother. You know what I mean? You know, you got to, I had one guy tell me you going to burn, you going to die, and I'm going to laugh at you dying. Like, well, you ain't no kin of mine. I would never look at you as a brother because you want my death and you think it's funny. Like, nah. So that's what I don't want to hear. I don't need that. I'm telling y'all a dream. That's all I'm telling you. A dream. I never pronounced myself nothing. I'm telling you what I had a dream of. And to be funny with you, I guarantee you a couple other brothers and sisters probably had one too. Probably the same one. So that's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear all that. I mean, just please just leave me comments that make sense. Leave me a comment about stuff that, you know, without all that ignorant, you know, disrespectful stuff. That's all I'm asking. All right, my brothers and sisters, I hope y'all enjoyed this, my dream that I had some years back when I first woke up. And leave me a comment. And shalom.